Hi everyone. So I'm going to start doing some more videos, and which I feel like will be very much of a big impact that people need. Now this is what I kind of started doing a couple of years ago, then I kind of went off track, but you know, we're back again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through the chakras. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through the colours, what they're connected with, what it does within the body. So say if you've got an illness, right? You then understanding and knowing the chakra system and what it connects to, you can understand and see if it's something regarding an unbalanced chakra that might have a bit of a blockage or might need addressing. And then you can kind of use these tools before going to the doctors, or before. This usually does work, honestly. I'm not joking. So me, for instance, when I kept having certain pains in, and this has been throughout my life. And when I realised where it was coming from and what it was, I would never have understood that. It was something from the root chakra, which is where I'm at today. Now, the root chakra as well, what we do with the root chakra is the most important chakra out of all of them. And I feel like a lot of people do not give this credit or the amount of care that it needs, and they kind of skip past it. Now, the root chakra as well, when you think about it, if it's the first chakra, there's stuff sometimes within that root chakra that needs addressing, and it's from your childhood. And people be like, I don't know what it is, because it's been layered and rooted down even more, that they don't even understand how to correct this situation. And if the root chakra is unbalanced, then that means, what's this? So like with the Tower card, when they say if it's built on a foundation that isn't stable, it was never going to keep or withstand regardless. It was always going to come down at some point. And that's the root chakra, which is the bottom of the back, the base of the back. So this connects your legs, your feet, your bones, your emotional and your physical health as well, mental health, your well-being. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff, this. So you have to think about a lot of illnesses, which I know I've heard a lot about recently, and it's all connected to this root chakra. And honestly, it really impacts a lot of health issues, especially if it doesn't get addressed. So first off, we're going to say the root chakra is your first one. So that's your first chakra out of the 7 that go up the spine. Now, bear in mind, this isn't the only chakras. There's a lot of chakras, but these are just the 7 energetic points that connect, and then you have loads of other ones. So, but these are the 7 that we're going to go over, which is the root, sacral, the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and then the crown. So we're going to go over them in this little advice and little key tools that people can use and stuff. So basically, this is also the colour of the red, which is why I'm using this red pen. One colour that I never wear, even though I have red hair sometimes, but the colour I just never seem to have been drawn to for whatever reason, I don't know. But anyway, if you're wanting to do some root chakra work or some meditation regarding the root, or you're wanting to create a stability, or you want to do something regarding the root chakra, the colour red is very beneficial for this. Also crystals that are also deeper in coloured, red in general, or darker tones. So I'm going to give a few different things. These are just a few little things. These aren't the main things. Like, you'd have to go and do a lot of research yourself, but I'm just trying to give you a bit of advice with this. So its element is earth, so that's why they say the best tool for an unbalanced root chakra, and for you to feel balance within that root chakra, is nature. Walking barefoot on the earth, because its element is earth. So that connection to the earth from the skin and your body and your feet, because remember, your feet are that's how we connect to the earth. So this is like, once them feet connect into the earth barefoot, no matter whether it's raining, no matter if it's cold, whatever weather it is, by doing that connection, you will energize and automatically feel rooted within the earth and feel stable. You will ground that energy, and all of a sudden you will feel more calm. Honestly, it works. Scientists have actually run tests on this, doctors and stuff, just to see what it did within the body for grounding out in nature for 10 minutes. And when they looked at the screen and seen what it did to the cells, the white and whatever it was, because I don't really understand all that, how much it corrected, like, from what it looked like before they went and did that for 10 minutes. Honest to God, we are made up of water. Like, so I think our bodies are like 80% water, and we are like an energetic field. Well, we are an energetic field, and this is the sad thing. People use different solutions which really decrease our vibration and like cause other things. So the most thing that I can say for someone to do is to go out in nature, to ground, to meditate by a tree, touch a tree, go to the water, just sit in peace. You will feel automatically connected and grounded, but also you will feel energized. So being out in the moon, being out in the nature with the sun, animals that will also be healing, all these things are just free to do and to use, and they are the most key things when it comes to your tools that will be very beneficial. So also crystals I'll give you if you're feeling a bit ungrounded. Jasper, any form of jasper will help, because jasper is one of the biggest ones for the grounding, to keep you on that floor, especially if you're up in that mind a lot. Tiger's eyes, obsidian, tourmaline, smoky quartz and ruby. Also essential oils. So if you're working on a chakra, doing meditation, or you want to spray it around your room or whatever it is, I've got rosemary, ginger and sandalwood would be very beneficial also, because this as well, this root chakra is connected with the zodiac sign, Capricorn and Aquarius as well. So that's quite a lot of pressure as well, like the fact that these two signs, we've got one, what's the 10th house, which is about your work and stuff, and your career and this, that and the other, what you're doing in life being, full on. And then we've got Aquarius, which is very spiritual as well, so that's the 11th house. So I feel like there is quite a lot of pressure when it comes to your root chakra. And this is our chakra that as well is all to do with our self-esteem. This is where the fears come from, so this is where like a lot of stuff comes from. But if you've heard that that saying when they say, are you in that fight or flight mode, this is the root chakra, that's where that comes from. So if the root chakra is unbalanced and needs addressing with in some kind of way, you might actually feel or start to understand or see yourself clenching. So your muscles might like tense up, you might grind the teeth, you might also not be able to sleep, so you might have panic attacks. There might be a lot of fears, anxiety, like really like feeling unworthy. Everything that is being spoken to you, all of a sudden it just creates a panic attack or an overwhelming feeling. Also, it's like that mental and physical health will be really off balance, so you will be up in that mind, you won't be able to switch off. Also you'll depend on other people's opinions or clarity for something for yourself, because you can't do it yourself. You'll want that from somebody else, so you'll seek that. So I'll tell you a few foods what will be very beneficial for you. So anything that is root veg, so anything that's being grown out of the ground will be beneficial, 100%. Sweet potato will be very beneficial for you, but also any foods that are red. So red food, definitely, like red apples, red grapes, raspberries, strawberries, beetroot, anything that is red will be good for the root chakra. So you got to think about the colour situation, the colour therapy with that. And that's what I mean, colour therapy, that's another thing. So you do certain things, have a certain light around you. So if you've got like a ring light, you can, like yesterday I had my ring light on the green for some reason. I'm not really sure why I did that, but you can change the colours depending on what it is that you want to feel as well, because it will shift that energy and shift that mood. So I'm going to give you some, I wrote quite a lot of affirmations for this one, because like I say, this is the main one, and you don't have to use any of these. It's just giving an example for you, then you can implement your own. But these things, so if you want to feel empowered into your root chakra, this is like a daily practice. So I would speak it out, I'd write it out, I'd just literally visualize it in my mind, but then also I would do it in the mirror, because that is the most powerful tool to actually see yourself in the mirror, and you give that to yourself, so you can be the person who's telling yourself these things. That self-empowerment and that self-talk is absolutely key, and it is quite an awkward thing to do at the beginning when you're not used to doing it, but it is a major wake-up call to the connection in self and seeing the true you, because something that we don't get taught to do, and sometimes it's like, oh, we're doing cringe at this, like people like, so this is like a little exercise that I would say to do when you do that for the first time. Say if you've never done it before, be truthful about this when you're writing about what the experience was. It's like, could you look at yourself? Could you actually do that eye-to-eye contact? How did it make you feel? Did you feel weird? Like, you have to be true. Really write down what it made you feel like, and was it uncomfortable? So the more times you do that and write each, honestly, you'll see a major shift. It'll become more natural and more easy. Like, I can look at myself down and be like, you've got this, girl. And I'll be like, wow, I'm so proud of you. And sometimes get quite emotional. It was very uncomfortable to do at the beginning, honestly, because it's something that I couldn't, me personally, this is what I mean, my truth is, I generally couldn't look at myself doing that. I didn't like it. And then that was a major wake-up call to my connection to who I was. And then all of a sudden, one of the days when I went to do it, when I looked in the mirror, I was like, wow, when did I change? There was something significant that I couldn't see before that point, and I was like, that was a major, like, self-love, and yeah, seeing the true me. Like, it was as if like the smoke had been removed from my eyes, and it was like, there I am. You know, honest to God, it's very, very powerful tool. But I'm going to give you a few things just to say, if you need any examples. So, my needs will be met. I feel deeply rooted. I am stable and I am strong. I am grounded and present in my life. I trust and believe in myself. I stand in my truth, and I stand up for my values and my own truth. I am a divine being, and I attract things for my highest good. I am unstoppable. I am the creator of my own life. I am in control of my own needs. I have the power to create the things that I desire. I am able to not let things out of my control affect my energy and my daily life. Also, what was the other one? My needs will be met. I can overcome any obstacles. So that's just a few examples, but guys, this is just to give a bit of a little breakdown so you can understand that this root chakra is a very important chakra to look into. So like I say, if there's anything when it comes to your anxiety, to your fearful, back pain, leg pain, sciatica, constipation, anything, grinding the teeth, the muscle, could be having muscle spasm kind of things, chronic pain, just things like anything like that. I would really look at your root chakra to make sure there's something that doesn't need addressing when it comes to that, because like I say, with me personally, there was a pain that I had within the back, what I had all the time. And when I looked at this and started doing the red foods, started doing it went. I've never had it since. So it does, honestly, it was a major thing that I didn't understand, and it was as easy as doing these things. So also meditation for the root chakra, the frequency, and also the yoga poses that go with this. Now I can't remember off the top of my head, but let me have a look, because I know, like, is it the corpse pose, the tree, that's the other one, because that's what I did, yes. So it was like, I only did a few different ones, but me practicing and really trying to master them couple was a massive thing, and that's how I become more balanced in my root chakra and more grounded, because I wasn't grounded at the time. I didn't understand that. So yeah, so it's the so the poses that go with the root chakra, these are just the basic ones, but obviously people, you know, who are really good at it, they get to do all sorts. But these, if you're a beginner, these are like what I'd recommend to do. The warrior pose, which is one leg backwards, and then I'd Google these things, like I say, because these are for beginners, and I'm not joking, they make a difference. You doing this when you first wake up, like 3 or 4 poses, and you'll see it in a few seconds, and you can repeat it if you wanted to, or you could just repeat it throughout your day. This is what I did 3 times a day, I think I did at the beginning, when this was unbalanced. The tree pose, which, that is my favourite pose, which is on one. So sometimes we don't even have to go to the extreme of how they're doing it, because that's kind of after the beginner. So the beginner's one is kind of just standing in one spot just to be balanced, and kind of putting your hands up to the top, being a tree, and then all of a sudden you can start to lift one leg, but nothing major with that. But then when you get comfortable balanced on one leg, that's when you can bend the knee, and you know, that's when you become the tree. Now that is a harder thing to do, but I'd just try the basics, just master doing the first parts and then expand after that. They've got the triangle pose, which is touching the floor with one hand up into the air. These basic things, I'm not joking, especially when you first wake up, will be very, very beneficial, because these stretches in that body when you first wake up helps you move that body and wake it up, because sometimes we just jump out of bed and that's not good. So our body then can take certain strains because we haven't actually awoken or stretched these parts for the energies to be woken up, for it to start flowing. The eagle is when you're bending down and you've got your arms like this as well, and you're on one leg. Now that is an advanced, an advanced position to be doing this one, but that will be good for sciatica in the back and to relieve any kind of back pain when it comes to your spine, and you know, like you could have a trapped nerve or anything like that. So that is a good one to do. But the best tool is walking barefoot, no jokes, and that's what it says at the bottom of this. It just says, but the overall best thing to do is to do it outside if you are doing these poses as well, but also just being outside in nature in general. You will 100% calm your energy right down. That anxiety will go, peace will be there, and you'll just feel a sense of being able to breathe freely. And like I say, when you do meditation, the visualization of this will be red, the colour red, and the red circle, I think, yeah. Like I said, the earth, nature. So that's the root chakra, and I will be back to do the next one. I've already done the sacral, so the next one after this is going to be the solar plexus. So hope you've got some tools what you can implement in your day-to-day life, and it has helped somebody this. So yeah. Okay.